Did you see the Cosmopolitan article about satanic abortion clinic? Do they have a Moloch statue at the office? That was so disturbing, and thank you for reminding me. I want to find that. Oh, that was so disturbing and, shocking how in your face it was. Here we go. Ugh. A lot of abortion articles on Cosmopolitan. Wow. Oh, I'm sorry, it's reproductive rights. Yeah. Ugh. Yicky. The satanic abortion clinic that's pissed off pretty much everyone. It might beat the bans anyway. At first glance, the Satanic Temple's new telehealth venture, named after Supreme Court Justice Samuel Alito Jr.'s mom. I mean, who cares? Seems like a social experiment in trolling, but as Cosmo reports, the fully credentialed clinic is serving real patients and has a real chance of breaking the religious rights grip on abortion law. It's all about fighting religious daddy. It's not about, what might be best for humanity or women. Oh boy. They always love to bring up the stats on how many women die in childbirth or how many, but it's like this is 2023. Those numbers are way, way down. No, nobody's doing their own hanger abortion these days. You will always be able to find somewhere to get an abortion if you really want one. Okay, so they're just talking about the history of it. Oh, we're so afraid our rights are going to slide back. We need to be able to get abortions. Okay. It's a legitimate medical entity. They provide abortion bills up until the 11th week of pregnancy. Holy crap. Let me tell you guys, when I first had my first ultrasound, I was 7 or 8 weeks along, and there was a full blown baby-shaped baby inside me. That was at 7 or 8 weeks, and it was really interesting because I said to the woman who was doing my ultrasound, I should show a picture of it. Let's see if I can do that. Well, shit, let me see if I can maybe I'll post it on my Twitter later. But there was definitely at 7 weeks, maybe it was 8 weeks, there's definitely a head and a little body already in there, and I said to the woman, and she wasn't a doctor, she just was an ultrasound technician, and she actually said, I'm not even allowed to turn up the volume on this so you can hear the heartbeat." I guess it's funny the rules that they have. I guess a doctor or someone other than her is allowed to do that, and she just works the machine to see what's in there and take pictures, I guess. And she showed it to me, and she also wasn't allowed to tell me, the due date of the baby. She just showed me it, and I said, "Do people like, come in here at this point in pregnancy, they see the ultrasound and or hear the heartbeat and still decide to abort it?" And she says, "Oh, yeah." And I was like, "What?" I really do think the powers that be are telling you, "Oh, it's not a baby yet, it's just a clump of cells." But then when you see the ultrasound, you're like, "Oh, no, no, that's a baby-shaped baby already at, like, 7 weeks." So, the fact that they are giving you pills at 11 weeks, like, way past that point is, like, really sick, and I think they should be showing people what ultrasounds look like at certain points in time. It was really, like, eye-opening. Do we still wanna see this article? Do, 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 do. I can't believe they're just out in public calling themselves a satanic abortion clinic. That's so crazy to me. So anyway, they can get pills at 11 weeks. That's fucking wild. It's just that they're also Satanists, a member of a religious organization called the Satanic Temple. So it's like these people fight against, oh, the religious right. The religious right is keeping us down. Meanwhile, they're praising a Satanic Temple, which is a religious organization. You're just substituting one religion for another. Need a minute? No problem. This marrying of lightning rod concepts is a lot. Intentionally so, the Satanic Temple attempts to take pervasive moral panic and flip it on its head, utilizing Satanist reputation for defiance to expand access to urgent health care. Oh, this just sounds like bullshit to me. Oh, say it's okay. Satanists don't actually worship the devil. There are no ritual sacrifices, sure, or quests for supernatural powers. It's a non-theistic faith. Wow, which has roughly 1.5 million global members. They view Satan as like a mascot. Ugh. I think they're being very tricky and mysterious and not honest. Oh, it's reproductive rights. Satan symbolizes activism. Oh, come on. Look at who they're preying on. What a grift. Since its founding in 2013, TST has campaigned against harmful pseudoscience in mental health care settings, threatened school districts with legal action over harsh disciplinary practices like corporal punishment and solitary confinement, so-called crisis pregnancy centers. Wow. Oh, it's not about ritual sacrifice. Come, have your abortion here. It's so safe and welcoming and non-judgmental. Oh my god. Uh, by TSC's accounting, no other faith-based group in the US. Look how gross it is. They're just and it's all about anything satanic is just Christianity flipped on its head, which is why they keep flipping the cross around. Has ever launched an abortion clinic. No other faith-based group in the US has ever launched an abortion clinic. Yuck. Ugh. So they want to attract activists, feminists, LGBTQ people, anybody who's like mentally ill, who's lost, who hates their dad. Come to Satanism. Oh boy. Oh, I think it's genius, says Jessica, over hands free while driving her kids. She has kids around Albuquerque running errands. This 37-year-old mother of three isn't a Satanist, but as of this week, she's a fan. She's also pregnant, but not for long. Ugh, a set of abortion pills is waiting for her back home, thanks to speedy shipping via Samuel Alito's mom's satanic team. Why did they have to keep bringing up Samuel Alito's mom? Jessica and her husband don't want any more children, especially well, he should have gotten a vasectomy or they should have been like watching themselves. Given her history of super high risk pregnancies, it's hard. It's a hard decision. She decided to terminate the pregnancy within the next day or so, starting with an pill followed by other pills. Why don't you guys have a picture of the ultrasound? See how far along she is. She stumbled upon the clinic while Googling for options for abortion medication in New Mexico. At first, while clicking through the website, she found TST's vibe sort of off-putting. She was raised Catholic, but was no longer religious. Uh, yeah, so her gut was telling her no. Nevertheless, the price was right, and she prides herself on being open-minded. So you're so open-minded that you ignore your gut. I did some more research before I reached out, and she was like, "What is this?" They did a consultation over Zoom. Yikes. Oh my god, she listened with the cure. Oh, so they're not about, sacrifices, human sacrifices, but then the nurse described the optional ceremonial aspects of the satanic abortion ritual. Okay, sure. Yeah, you guys sound like you're really into it, actually. First, you find a quiet space, bring a mirror. Just before taking the medication, gaze at your reflection. Me. First and on your focus on your personhood. home in on your intent, responsibility to you. Ugh. Yes, distract yourself from the fact that you are killing a child, by focusing on yourself. Distract yourself. Take a few deep, relaxing breaths when you're ready. Read the following tenet out loud. One's body is inevitable, subject to one's own will alone. No, actually, your body is God given. It's not just about you. Take the medication and immediately afterward recite. Beliefs should conform to one's best scientific under science. They always love relying on science instead of God. Uh, Understanding the world, one should take care never to distort scientific facts to fit one's beliefs. That's literally what you guys are doing. Later, once your body expels the aborted tissue. Ugh, this article really makes me feel icky. Return to your reflection. Focus on your personhood, your power in making this decision. Complete the ritual by reciting a personal information by my body, my blood, by my will. It is done. This sounds like witchcraft. At this point, we don't have the luxury of trying to make abortion seem more palatable because we tried that, and now look where we are. Oh, I mean, who are they trying to blame for that? Abortion is inherently icky and bad, so how there's no way to make it more palatable. Yikes. You can make it personalized, guys. Personalize your abortion. Patients can include as many loved ones as they like, light candles, dress up, whatever makes them feel empowered. Yeah. We have ministers, myself included, who are available to walk people through the process. Yikes. That's really sad. Okay. New Mexico is considered an abortion rights stronghold, lacking oppressive laws dictating gestational limits. Mandatory counseling. Don't counsel me. I don't need help. Wow. Just makes me sad. The predictable wave of fury from conservative media was instant. One Fox columnist denounced the clinic as a sinister charade and an assault on religious freedom. Hundreds of commenters chimed in to agree. This has been to enrage us, one wrote. For Tara Shaver, a Christian anti choice organizer and spokesperson for a group called Abortion Free New Mexico. TST's clinic underscored her conviction that abortion is demonic child sacrifice. I mean, they're not calling it that, but there is a ritual you can do along with it. Do our leaders realize that they have this unholy alliance with Satanists? Wowie. Oh, look at this. Devil horns on a phone and a tail. Ugh. It's like they're collecting just people who are lost and taking advantage of them. Okay. Ew. This is icky. I don't even want to read the rest of this article. But there you have it. Cosmo, which was the most popular magazine for girls my age growing up. Everybody read Cosmo or YM or 17. And now all these women are like in their 30s and they're like, hey, here's how you should do your abortion.